Somebody told me you had a boyfriend who looked like a girlfriend that I had in February of last year. It's not confidential, I've got potential.
What's up, people? Joyetech, Vaping Julian here for Quebec-Vape.com, the online forum for Quebec vaping. Today I wanted to do an unboxing and sort of first impression on the long-awaited new mod from Ovale Joyetech, the eVic. Now, I got this a few hours ago. I've had it for maybe 9-10 hours now. So it's really not going to be, a real review on the product. I'm going to do this later on. It's more going to be like a first impression of how I like the mod. So, I got this mod from lavapshop.ca. I actually went to their kiosk in Saint-Eustache here in Quebec and got this mod. When you get the mod, first thing you notice, nice box. Really, it's a nice presentation, as you would expect for a mod that cost $120, So you take off the cover, and first thing you see is the actual body of the mod, the eVic. We're gonna, of course, go back to it a little later. You take out the spacer here, and underneath you have the user manual in different languages, and you have three things. Let's put it on the right side. You have the charging cord, you have the wall adapter, and you have the battery. Now, the battery that is included in this kit is a Samsung 18650, because it's an 18650 mod that has 2600 milliamp hour, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, 2600 mAh in this little battery right here, 18650 from Samsung. You also get, like I said, the wall charger, wall adapter right here, and you get the charging / plug-in for awesome features cord, which is a meter long. So when you do use it as a pass-through, you're not going to be stuck with vaping next to your computer because the cord is short. It's actually a pretty long cord. So, the eVic. What is the eVic? Well, three parts. The battery part, the control head, and the top part that doesn't have a name in my book. First thing we're going to see and we're going to look at is the threading. Now, hear that. It doesn't sound that bad, but trust me, when you actually feel it, it's a pretty awful threading for a mod of, that price. Underneath that, you see the actual connection and threading. So it's obviously a 510 connection mod with the Ego threading. So all you Kangaroo T3 fans, you're not going to have any problem screwing that on. So that's the top part. The part underneath is the control head that obviously controls, your mod. And it's the part that you'll be able to update while plugging the cord into your computer. There is a software on Ovale USA that you can download. Now it's only the first version, 1.0 version, is available right now, but you're going to see, I guess, more versions coming out later in time. And the last part is obviously the part where you're going to put your battery, which is the 18650. You can use, an AWIMR, or you can use the battery that is included in the kit. So we're going to put that battery in, and we're going to unscrew the bottom part, which also has pretty awful threading, in my opinion. And we're going to put the battery in. Now look at this. It fits in pretty nicely. You got to say it's a well-machined, device. The battery fits in very nicely, and you're not going to hear any rattling when you shake it. So put that back on, and before actually turning on the device, we're going to put on a cartomizer. That's a Bogue low resistance And to turn on the device, you have to click the fire button 5 times. So there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 comes up, and I know you can't really see, but it says power on. So you click again, and you have the Ovale logo. You have the wrong date and time, and you have the resistance of your atomizer and the suggested voltage. Now, I don't know who calculated that, but 5.2 watts is not anything I'd suggest to anyone that likes vaping. It's a cold, not good vapor, in my opinion. I prefer my vape to be 9.5, 10 watts. So, anyways, we're not going to go into really in depth, into the menu system, because it's a pretty complicated menu system. It's the most complicated menu system I've ever seen. If you look at your Bavaria and you go like, oh, I don't like this one button thing, it's too complicated, well, wait till you see that. To access the menu, you have to press the fire button 5 times. And I'm not going to go in depth into this, but there's 2 things you really have to get into when you get this. First thing is the standby, and you're probably not going to see it really well, but you have to go into the standby, and after that you scroll down to system and put that thing to 60 minutes. Now why? You have different options, 3, 5, 10, 30, and 60 minutes. And you want to put it to 60 because you don't want to have to start up your eVic again from the beginning every time you want to have a vape, obviously. So by putting it at 60 minutes, you can take normal vapes. If you let it to 3 minutes, every time you don't use it for 3 minutes, you're gonna have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, power on, and then vape. You don't wanna do that. The selection wheel right here that controls your voltage. It's a spring-loaded wheel. And one thing you're gonna notice is it goes to 5 volts and it doesn't go around. You can't go from 5 volts to 3 volts. So you have to go all the way back to 3 volts. Also, if you hold it, it's not gonna do nothing. If you hold it for a certain amount of time, it's not gonna do nothing. So you have to go by short turns of the wheel to set your voltage. This is more of a variable voltage than a variable wattage device. Now, why do I say that? If you go into the second important thing of the mod, you go to power set. I don't know if you're going to see it really. And you click in and you go output, and then you have your wattage. Now, I set my wattage, let's say to, I don't know, let's put it to 7 watts. So with the atomizer I have right now, I'm going to put it to 7 watts. Now you go exit, go around, exit, and you have it. So it was at 4.4 volts. I turned it, so it went up to 4.5 volts, but it set it to my wattage, the wattage that I wanted. So when you exit the menu after setting your wattage, it's the wattage you're going to get. But it's not really a true variable wattage device in the sense that you set your wattage to 9.5 and whatever the hell you put on is going to put out 9.5 watts. Every time you're going to have to go back and set it. Now it has a limitation right now with the first software, well, not really updates since there wasn't any updates yet, I guess. But with the first firmware in there, you can only go up to 5 volts. And you have the option in there to select 15 watts. With my atomizer right now, cartomizer, sorry, it's not, I'm not putting out 15 volts whatsoever. I'm not even freaking close to 15 watts. So like I said, it's more of a variable wattage, variable voltage device. You have the wattage selection, but once you go up a little bit, it's gonna get you stuck at 5 volts and it's not going to go up. So it's not really a variable wattage device for the time being. Maybe with the next, software updates, you're going to get that. It's possible, but right now, it's not there yet. It's not quite there. We're going to have a vape because I love vaping. And right now I'm at 5 volts. and it's a good 5 volts. I'm pretty sure it's pretty much dead on 5 volts, what it should be, and it's a great vape. I like it. I like it. Do I love it right now with the firmware that's in there and no updates on it? No, I don't love it. I like it. It's not bad. It's a good device. It feels good in hand. Nice firing button. I like it. I like the spring-loaded wheel here. One thing, I would not drop this on the floor. I know no one really drops their device on purpose, but if I had to drop this, I would probably have a heart attack, because this is going to break. This is going to get split in half and not work anymore. I haven't done it myself, but I can pretty much guarantee you this is going to break if you drop it on the concrete. This is going to break. So, as of right now, it's only really a variable voltage device that is going to go from 3 volts to 5 volts. With the next software that comes out, it might get better. It might, and I hope it gets better, and I'm pretty sure it's going to get better. But right now, it's really something for the people like me that likes to have new devices and see how it's going to be. But right now, it's not a must-have. It's definitely not a must. The Vamo, which is like $50, is a true variable wattage device that is going to hold your wattage, whatever you put on it, for $50. That's $120 right there for the kit. Yeah, you have to think about it, really. Other than that, I really like the screen. I really do. One thing apparently the Chinese companies are starstruck on is time. They love time. They love you knowing how much you vape. So when you press the button, it actually records your vaping time, 1.5 seconds. Why the hell do I need to know that? I don't know, but apparently I do. And when you plug it into the your computer, you can see all your specs and stuff, which is not something that I really like and I really want to see. But I guess it's nice. And I had this conversation with Dave at the Vap shop in Saint Eustache, and what he said is this is probably going to be the Honda Civic of electronic cigarettes, with modifications and stuff. And I have to agree. There's this website in Germany that now sells full stainless steel body for it for like 70 euros, which is incredibly overpriced in my opinion. But then again, you know, I'm not going to get it. So you can see this device evolving. I'm pretty sure in a few weeks somebody's going to come out with a 18350 version of the tube, which is going to be great in my opinion. I know it's going to happen. For sure it's going to happen. And I prefer, you know, smaller devices, so of course I'm going to get this. But right now, it's really not a must. It's not something you have to have. It's probably going to be really good, but right now it's good. It's not up there yet. So anyways, thank you a lot for watching my little unboxing slash first impression of the Ovale Joyetech eVic. You can always join us at quebec-vape.com if you're a French-speaking person that loves to vape. Other than that, thank you very much for watching, happy vaping, and have a great one.